back at the ramp in the largemouth lane. I'm excited for this one, guys. This one's the last event of the season, the last regular season event of the season. Now, there's plenty still left. I'm gonna enjoy this one. You know, obviously this season has had its ups and downs. It's had some really close finishes, you know, some heartbreakers, and to me, you got to appreciate, take a moment to appreciate how insane the season was. It's just been awesome. Obviously, capping it off the Angler of the Year, that's great, but then we also have an opportunity to cap it off with another win here on Saginaw Bay. So, you know me, my mind is always thinking about how can I win and what I need to do and the adjustment I need to make to win. I don't know yet, but I don't know if I can win it exclusively on largemouth in the area. I have like 3 little zones in there. 2 of them I didn't really put any pressure on yesterday. You might have to pull an audible and just to go zip a few small jaws too. So I'm not sure. We'll make a game time decision on what we're gonna do, but first thing we gotta do is catch some big largemouth and frog them up and have a good time this morning.
Fishing's Bass Pro Tour and a championship day on Saginaw Bay.
Frogging around. Already off the rib, son. Off the ribby.
2 pounds, 6 ounces.
Be like that. You better catch them quick and you better catch them often. That's all I'm gonna say. Starting on a little different stretch. There we go. Bass, some grass.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
You have to get bigger than that, but it's a good start. You got us some. Just get us on the board. Get us on the board. Take your time.
£2, 14 ounces.
Yeah. There's a little bit better one right there. It's a little bit better one right there.
£3, 7 ounces.
That's a good one right there. Oh yeah. All right. There's definitely still very loose on the cover. And what I mean by that is they're out in the open sort of hunting a little bit more right now. It's interesting to see how they act at different times of the day. We are just sort of trying to mill around back in here where I got those bites. I'm just sort of been trying to figure out the little zone that I want to hunker down and drop them poles in this morning. And I think back in here seems like there's some fish. The wind's blowing pretty hard on the outside. I opted to sort of start out here, so I'm gonna sort of mill my way back in and then cut back out on some stuff and just rotate back around. It's just really just fishing fresh stuff, showing the fish something new, or showing just casting at new fish is really what it comes down to. Low light, these fish typically set a little bit more loose to the cover, meaning they're going to be out in the middle of stuff a little bit more, and as the sun gets up, it gets a little bit more precise where you're going to get a bite. So I'm trying to keep it honest and fish fairly efficiently. I just don't know if I gave them enough time to set back up in this zone where I just fished is the problem. Sometimes they'll mill in or out and it will take 5 minutes and you can go back, catch 3 or 4, but sometimes it takes 30 minutes or where someone's not casting at them and all of a sudden they'll be back through there and you catch 3. So it's a waiting game. You go through spurts. It goes a lot of highs and lows. You gotta sort of, at least that's how it's been. I mean, obviously there's been basically at the end of the day just both Ayler and I found these fish, and it comes down to the fact that, you know, if one guy found them, you just would have them to yourself, you could probably win this tournament. But these guys are too good. I mean, it is very obvious. This is basically the main point in an area that you know basically has a giant marshland and the water dropped out, and now the main point has the most depth, and that's where all the bass are filtering in and out. I mean, it's not like it's some hard to get to place or something, but it's just obvious. The thing is, sometimes obvious is the best policy. That's where the bass live. I mean, that's why community holes and major points on the TVA and island heads and stuff like that continue to produce. It comes down to the fact that those areas are just bass attractors. They attract the bass pretty heavily, and they set up on that stuff. So, and these fish have continued to bite, but the question is how long, you know. I mean, those guys busted them pretty good yesterday.
2 pounds, 7 ounces.
There you go. It's just all about milling around. I mean, as it goes on, that sun gets up, you just don't really know where your next bite's gonna come from right now. It could be, you know, in the open hole. I mean, it could be out in the middle of this pocket. I've not caught one way back in a place yet this morning in the shade. Big in, boy.
3 pounds, 12 ounces.
312. Caught a few of those this week. Those are some beautiful. That's a beautiful largemouth right there, though. And let him go right back. That's what's so cool about this. Letting this fish go right back. He might have a sore jaw, but he's gonna live in the same spot he got found. Swabbing that hook out again. I mean, it's.
£2 pounds, 0 ounces.
It's a 2 pounder right there. We got it. That next cast mattered. So what happens is sometimes on a frog, if you get a little bit too much gap in between your hook and your frog, the actual frog itself, when you're fishing like lily pads and reeds like we are right now, your frog will hang on the actual meat part and you won't make a clean cast, which hurts you on bite. So you got to have a happy medium. You want enough room in there where that frog will work well. Some hooks are just the same. I mean, it's the same, could be the same manufacturer of hook, but just for whatever reason, one hook's a little bit more bent in or out.
£2 pounds, 6 ounces.
There you go. Now, all right, so we got a little bit of a little nest in here. Not a nest, but like a little pod of them, little wolf pack. And that's the reason I started on the backside, because the wind was way stronger this morning than what it has been. And the fish will use the reeds as a current break from the wind. So some of the fish that might be milling around on the outside will get further back in on the inside than they would be. Now that wind calms down and they'll get back out there really good on the outside, but that's why I was like, I'm gonna start on my inside stuff, go from there, and then determine like where we're gonna go and how we're gonna fish. So now I might, on this outside, I might have to go to a popping frog, because I'm gonna have to make more disturbance in my bait to get their attention. We gotta roll out in like 15. We'll give it a good college try, and I gotta know what I want to do by the end of this period, or by the it'll all just depend on how good that place is in the back. If it's good, really good, I feel like I can catch 30 pounds off, 40 pounds off it, then I'll stay. Gosh, I don't know what I want to do. Well, that wind's up right now, and if that wind's blowing like it is,
2 pounds, 8 ounces.
2.5 pounder. It's definitely getting tougher, and I thought maybe if I could catch 30 some pounds, I just don't know. If I catch 30 some pounds out here, get better as the day. It was sort of like this. It was a lot better yesterday, obviously, because we really started catching them. Really put a lot of heat on them yesterday. So I didn't really expect, I figured 30 pounds in the first period. If like for whatever reason it got tough and was able to get rest that second period, you could catch them here the third, probably catch another 30 pounds. I saw that yesterday. I had several bites I shook off that after I just decided, I'm like, yeah, probably shouldn't be catching anymore once I knew I was safe. There were several guys up there that had 40 pounds. It might be a different story, but it might be a deal you catch 30 pounds a period. I'm not saying you can either, but a lot of guys that were only have 20 boats today, or 10 boats today, rather than 20. I'm sure a lot of this stuff was getting hit yesterday, so if you had a couple boats in your area, you might be able to fish more efficiently too, so. Well, reel them in.
2 pounds, 13 ounces.
There you go, chunky one. This was the best stretch in practice. All right, we're rolling. If we're gonna win this tournament, we ain't gonna win it beating up on the same stuff as they were. I wanted to see if these resin fish would reload. If they don't, we're out. And it's beautiful too. And the other place where I really caught them, I don't want to go back there because I felt like I caught, I mean, it was only a foot deep. I don't think they'll replenish. I mean, there's more fish there for sure, but that'll be a freaking big one. Because it is big. I saw them in there and I heard it. I saw them just swirl on it, and then I just shook it there. I couldn't see the bait, and I shook it there, and all of a sudden it goes, yep. Okay.
3 pounds, 11 ounces.
That's a good one right there. Beautiful fish. Heck yeah. That one right there, that sucker dang. I mean, There wasn't many in there, but if he had some 312s, they'd catch up pretty quick to you. That's why I said I kept moving pretty fast. I was like, if they're not even in here at all, I had to check this. If I'd have done it later, I'm gonna be even worse than I already am. The dilemma. I can stay in this area and probably have a top 5 finish, top 3. But you guys know me, I'm not on that. I'm more on that risk. Now, if I was like going for Angler of the Year and like it was that wasn't already over, it might be a little different scenario. But I might go out there in smallmouth land and just try. I still need to focus and catch 20 pounds somehow this period. 20, if I catch 20 in an hour and a half is what I need. And I just don't know. Then I have to decide at hour and a half into this period of whether I'm going to go smallmouthing or not. It's going to take me an hour to get out there at least. So we'll see what we catch this period. It's not as good as I thought it might have been. Like I've sort of done a quick lap on some of this stuff. I haven't run everything, but it's just not. They're not in here like they were. And like I could catch them out there and share that stretch with Ayler and catch them and just have a good tournament and run around and have there's other little corners and nooks and crannies out there. But you're just not going to win. Like you get these opportunities. We're ripping through some of this stuff, looking real quick, but we're gonna probably take some chances this tournament, and we're gonna have to make that decision if we're gonna do it here in about an hour and probably 15 minutes. Decisions, name of the game.
2 pounds, 15 ounces.
3 pounder, those are the ones like you don't have to catch as many if you catch 3 pounders, but I was surprised I hadn't caught one out of this patch. That wind is not calming down. That's a big one. Some big ones. Just need about 10 more of these son of a guns to get it.
3 pounds, 8 ounces.
That's a dang good one right there. Yep, I can definitely get on board for catching 3.5 pounders. We've had some big largemouth bags. I mean, solid largemouth bags all week. These are going to stress me out. I'm going to catch 2 more on the way out. If I can catch 2 more on the way out from right here, 1 more on the corner. I just felt like that wind's blowing now harder than what it was. So, ooh, the decisions, the name of the game. Another pretty solid one right there, guys. We have, I could see catching 2 more right here. Big and 2. Get your head up, bro. your head up. All right then.
6 ounces.
That is very good. We need those 3+ pounders. We've had really good quality in here, so that's been awesome. So just got to catch. Again, this is not sustainable. So you're like, oh man, you're wrecking them. Yeah, these are resident fish. Sort of figured I could catch them here. And I ended up able, you know, having a few more, but they're just, I mean, you're literally, I'm in a foot of water right now, and I'm maximizing everything I got to catch what I'm catching. I mean, it's gonna be a dang, oh. If I do it though, it'll be some epic crap. If I do and pull it off, if it calms down in here, the problem is, I know it too, is like, I might even fish the whole period and then run out there. I might even fish the whole period and run out there, to be honest. Now they want to be in the front end of that current, head into the current, so they're on the cleanest water, like the cleanest little point heading into to the head of the current. And that's it right here. They moved 120 yards maybe. Had to be, because they were not here like that. That one's up.
Two pounds, 2 ounces.
There you go. I went right by this and caught, had missed one over here. Another solid one.
2 pounds, 8 ounces.
That one right there. All right, buddy. I did not expect to catch. I expected to catch this much on one of those three, you know, like sort of a combination of those 3 places that I hit. Like catch 3, catch 3, catch 3. That's what I sort of assumed. That's why I came back here, but it seems like a lot of them shifted right here. Ooh, cracked the lens. Cut that. Hit straight in the lens, I'm pretty sure. If it didn't, if there's a smear right there, it definitely hit the lens. I'm glad it didn't hit John. If I went out, fished my way out, caught 20 pounds out there, and came back in here. I was lucky to get that one in. Just had it on the corner of his mouth. That's what that other one was too.
2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Yes, sir. You make me work for it, son. Missed that sucker twice. Didn't miss him that time.
3 pounds, 4 ounces.
I told my, hey, let's say hello to Hudson and Olivia if you guys are watching. I told Hudson back in the day. And so my little boy, he loves picking up fish. Loves picking them up. And he showed me, he said, Dad, the fish hurt me. I need a boo-boo Band-Aid. And I said, Hudson, that's just he was bleeding. And I said, Hudson, that's just a fish giving you a kiss. And so from here on out, like the other day, he likes to hold those fish in the live well, and he's like, he grabs one, he goes,
and I hear him thrashing around back there, and I'm talking. I see, he goes, "Daddy, that fish is strong." And he comes back over there. And he said, "Look, he gave me a kiss." It was bleeding. I said, "Yeah, I did." That one tried to give me a kiss, Hudson. It did. He was not very excited about being caught.
2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Yes, sir.
Pounds, 2 ounces.
Yes, sir. There he is. Look at that wacky worm. Just frog him.
2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Yes, sir. I mean, gosh, dang, I still need to let these fish settle down. I like to give them like an hour is really what I'd like to do. It's gonna take me probably 25 minutes to get out of here, and then I could fish the stretches that I know. Get if I can get 10, 12, 15 pounds of bites on those stretches, maximize that, then come back in here.
2, 1.
Well, time to put the smallmouth rods up. Oh, I'm contemplating that right now. I picked up a bronco bug. They react really well to something just getting plopped in there, and they'll react to it. So, like, I've had several of them bite my frog literally, like, as soon as it hits the water. So, what I'm doing right now is just picking a bronco bug up, making a flip or two, seeing what's up, and then I'll probably frog my way out if I can catch them. I've had some bites on the way out. I can catch them on the way out, then I can come back in and probably catch some more. I just don't think I don't really believe it's enough to win, is where I'm at with it. If I could let them set back up and catch a few in the meantime, you have a chance to do something. I just know I don't have enough back there, so we're working our way out of this area, trying to see if you find another little pod of them, or ultimately just work our way out of here where I can fish stuff back like fairly productive. Okay. Okay. That one got it.
2 pounds, 14 ounces.
All right. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on. Come on, fish. Boom. There you go.
2 pounds, 14 ounces.
Another 214. Those are the ones that you can definitely get to moving on. It's hard about this stuff is it's hard to know what the next bite is going to come. Like that one came way in the middle of those just little scattered reeds. If that was over there
2 pounds, 0 ounces.
Got us one. We got us one. It's been harder to catch the big ones on flipping for me, but that fish definitely bit.
Two pounds, 10 ounces. £2, 1 ounce.
Just took the lead, maybe. We'll see if the boys are still catching them. Yeah. Probably roll out of here, come out of this corner. I'm going to motor out in front of there, and I think you can get maybe one bite, one more lucky bite. Not lucky, but there's fish all in here, but it's just harder to pinpoint where they're going to be at, you know? This is where it all either goes down or it doesn't. I wanted to give this fish a little bit of a rest, and I was able to catch and maintain, basically keep the lead, fishing the stuff that was on the way out that I had got some bites on. So I was hoping that we can come back in here and maybe get, I don't know, we'll just see. I'll have to take my time, fish this super efficiently, and hopefully there's enough bites to win the tournament. I mean, that's really all you can do at this point. And if I could get them by surprise, now that I sort of know where they're setting up at in some ways, there's a chance that I could catch them.
£2, 3 ounces.
Well, we caught one. Now we're just gonna sit down, take a break. I knew if I stayed in here, I would not be able to, like, I didn't know what I was gonna catch out there. Like, to me, you have to have a place where you feel confident you're gonna get bites. And that's exactly what I did. You know, this week I've really been frogging real quick here. I'll show you guys a 7.6 heavy action. I really like a 7.6 as a 2.0 Duckett Signature Series is my 2.0. And like, to me, in this kind of stuff, like, I'm a big time frog guy. Like, I love throwing a frog. A 7.2 medium heavy is what I throw a lot of times. The one in the series is what I throw a lot of times with the fast tip in open water. And then like a 7.3 heavy is your sort of all around. But a 7.6, when you're making long casts, you have to have that longer rod. That's the deal. High gear ratio. You gotta be able to pick up a lot of line to set the hook and get that fish in the boat. So that's been the deal for me right now, but I'm just frogging. Actually, I think this one's a Spro. I was throwing some other ones throughout the week, but that was actually a little bit of a random bite. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not welcoming it. I'm just saying that was not as where I anticipated them to be at. I've had 3 or 4 of them blow up on, or 2 or 3 of them blow up on and not get it. 3, actually. That one's good. Uh-oh, Happy learned how to putt.
2 pounds, 11 ounces.
Hey. Uh-oh.
£2, 10 ounces.
Man, now my fingers are dang sore.
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
So we got to get at least one more. Lock in. And it's been a heck of a week regardless of how this one shakes out.
2 pounds, 4 ounces.
Oh, that one's a big one right there. Not the biggest bass, but definitely one that we needed. There's literally 10 bass right there swimming, and I buzzed it through there fast and they reacted. That's all it's about. Like, you just got to figure out what they want. I mean, there's plenty of them in here. I left this place knowing I could catch more, but I needed to let them set back up, because whenever they saw you, it was not a good deal. I knew if I could compete out there, there's a little pod of fish that I caught out towards the main lake. If I could catch those fish, and we did, I think we caught 4, we'd have a really good chance of winning back here. I didn't feel like you could win just solely off these fish alone. Not saying, I mean, you maybe could have, but I didn't want to risk it all on just one shallow water area. I wanted to focus my time where I felt like I'd have the best chance, and then always having being confident at last bid is so important. But man, this week has been all about having fun, man. Frogging, smallmouth in day 1, largemouth the rest of the week. Spent all my time doing what I love, man. And it's been a hell of a season. I mean, I've had 2 second place finishes, crazy close ones. You know, unbelievable win at Kentucky Lake, Angler of the Year. It's been one of them kind of deals, man. It's just been pretty insane.
Line's out.
Done? Heck yeah, guys.
Congratulations, Jacob. You're the Bass Pro Tour Stage 7.
Hey, what a hell of a week. I mean, it has been insane. From going out there, catching smallmouth, the frogging. This is something I love to do. You know, just locking in, frog fishing. Mississippi River is one of my favorites. Saginaw Bay became one of my absolute favorites this week. This place beat my butt last time, and you know, ended up not having enough points to win Angler of the Year last time I was here. Matt Becker absolutely crushed in the last day. And so coming back here, you know, had a little bit of sour taste in my mouth from the fishery standpoint. I didn't really fish really well that last day, and I'm still sitting here thinking through what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna fish, where I'm going to fish, and everything just sort of came into to what it was. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I mean, it's insane. I mean, I try to rise to the occasion. A lot of people expect me to win or expect me to do well, and that drives me to continue to be better. But I just, there's just days that I'm just so fortunate. I think back of a lot of the, you know, starting out in Indiana and fishing Circle City bass hookers with my dad, fishing club tournaments with my boy BJ, fishing tournaments, Waldman. Those guys taught me a ton. And if I wouldn't have had people that cared to take me fishing, I would never had this opportunity. And so I owe a lot of gratitude to a lot of people in Indiana, of course my dad as well. So it's been insane.
Coming up now, yesterday we crowned him the Fishing Clash Angler of the Year, his 4th in 5 years.
Today he was in the championship round, and anytime that happens, this man is a threat on the water. He had 110 pounds, 42 scoreable bass. Big one went 312. Please welcome up the 2025 Fishing Clash Angler of the Year and the Toyota Stage 7 presented by Ranger Boats champion, Mr. Jacob Wheeler. Man, you and Todd Faircloth went at it today, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, Todd's an OG, a legend of the sport, and absolutely looked up to him my whole life. He absolutely cracks them from Texas. He's a great grass fisherman, and he just knows how to catch them, man. And when I realized he had such a great first period, I was like, man, I'm really going to have to do something special to catch up to him, because, you know, Todd's not one to, he's been around. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to catch them, and he knows how to sort of keep the momentum going, and I know he wasn't going to slack off, right? But it was a lot of fun battling out with him.
Your 10th win. Pretty soon I'm going to have to take up a shoe and a sock to get up there to keep track of them. It could be your 11th one next year, but you know the routine. Anybody else you'd like to thank or give shout-outs to, and then we're going to do what we always do when you're up here.
I mean, I said yesterday, AOI was a pinch moment. This is even more so a pinch moment. Double down on that. I think the biggest thing really for me is just to continue to encourage everybody out there, wherever you're chasing your dream or pursuing something, don't dwell on negativity. Focus on really pushing yourself, and don't make an excuse why you can't do it. Make a reason why you can. A lot of people sit there and they dwell on the negativity in life and why they can't. Man, I don't have this. And look, I didn't have a bass boat. I didn't have a bass boat until I was basically starting fishing the FLW Tour, and thankfully somebody helped pay for it, and I was qualified. And I mean, I'm a 1 in a 10 million shot to be standing on the stage with you right now. And for this all to come true for me, I'm just telling you, I never believed that it wouldn't happen. I made excuses for why it was going to happen, and I feel like that's something that day in and day out, if you can focus on the positive and push yourself, you're going to be just fine with life.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for Jacob Wheeler as he now steps over to grab his 10th Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour trophy, becoming the Toyota Stage 7 Saginaw Bay and River presented by Ranger Boats champion. Here it goes, Jacob Wheeler! An incredible run here, an incredible run all season. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Jacob Wheeler!
It was a good weekend. Saturday, capped off, winning Angler of the Year. And then today, you guys got to see it all go down, winning number 10 out here on the BPT. It's been an insane run. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even have words for it. I can't make up excuses why it's happened or all these other things. I don't know. It's I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful for what I have, and just I've been put in the position sometimes to have the opportunities to win, and I've had a couple of them go my way this year. I mean, I'm thankful for all of you as well. I'm telling you what's really difficult, straight up. What's tough for me on the YouTube side, like, it's so easy to go out and shoot a vlog and have fun. But when I get out there on the water, you guys get the serious Jacob. You get the serious tournament aspect of what and I try to bring you in on it, and you'll see a little bit more. You saw enough today, a little bit about it, but my mind is always racing, always thinking. I'm always sort of analyzing what's my next move? How do I prep to win this tournament? Sometimes I don't cut it up as much because I'm completely laser focused. I got some cool stuff coming later on. I don't know, next year. We'll talk about it next year. Cool stuff. Be more fun. Laid back. Kicking. We'll talk about it later, but right now, I need Nick to help me grab this thing Angler of the Year trophy. This sucker's heavier than, and this one right here is not as bad. So we're gonna go ahead and take these ones back and call it good. Unbelievable year. Appreciate you all so much. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for watching our videos. Nick, great job this year as well.
Thank you.
I know the people have been and really stepping his game up every single time, editing, changing it up. Let us know how we can do better. What can we do better? Drop a comment below. If you're still with us, you're a true fan, drop a comment below and let me know what we should do better. Just constructive criticism.
That's right.
I like to hear it.
That's right.
Not hating. Now, I hate. Can't change my face. Can't change the smile.
Yeah, no hate.
No hate.
hating in
But
the
you know, if
comments.
you got some good things, hey man, I'd love to see more of this. Throw a comment down below. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.